Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to start with intervals. Okay, now we are going to study two types of intervals in detail, that are open intervals. First type of interval is open interval, other one is closed interval. Okay, so first let's have what is open interval. What is open interval? Now let us say we have two elements a comma b. Let a comma b belong to the set of real numbers. Okay, this is the set of real numbers. R is real numbers. Let a comma b belong to R and a is less than b. We have this condition with us. A is less than b. अभी तक हमारे पास क्या है? We have two real numbers a comma b and a is less than b. Okay. Now if we have a set which has elements of the form y such that it lies between a and b. It lies between a and b. That means y is greater than a but less than b. Y की जो वैल्यू होगी वो a से बड़ी है but b से छोटी है. So what does that mean? कि y जो है वो इस पॉइंट रियल नंबर जो दो हमें दिए हुए हैं a और b के बीच में लाई करता है. Fine. This y is lying between a comma b. Now you can see there is no equal to sign. That means a and b are not included. Fine. It means A and B are not included. Y cannot be equal to A and it can also not be equal to B. It can only lie between A and B. Y ना तो A के इक्वल होगा ना B के. Y सिर्फ इनके बीच में lie कर सकता है. Fine. So this type of interval is called open interval. This type of interval is called open interval. Fine. And it is denoted by the round brackets a comma b. So we'll write down y belongs to a comma b. Okay, but a comma b do not belong to the interval ab. Why? Because there is no equal to sign here. हमने पहले डिस्कस करा है कि जब तक इक्वल टू साइन नहीं होता दैट मीन्स दीज एंड पॉइंट्स आर नॉट इंक्लूडेड. राइट. सो ए कॉमा बी जो है वो इंक्लूड नहीं हो रहे हैं. दैट मीन्स इस इंटरवल के अंदर ए और बी इंक्लूड नहीं होंगे. ए और बी के बीच के जितने भी पॉइंट्स हैं वो इस इंटरवल में लाई करेंगे. फाइन. ये है हमारे पास ओपन इंटरवल. नाउ वी हैव व्हाट इज क्लोज्ड इंटरवल. Closed interval. Again we have the same condition with us. Let a comma b belong to R and a is less than b. A is less than b. Then there exists a set y such that y lies between again a and b, but it is greater than equal to a and less than equal to b. That means a and b are also included in the interval. Y की वैल्यू a के इक्वल भी हो सकती है, y की वैल्यू b के इक्वल भी हो सकती है. जो जो एंड पॉइंट्स दे रखे हैं हमें a और b, जो एंड पॉइंट्स दे रखे हैं दे आर इंक्लूडेड. y की वैल्यू a भी हो सकती है, a से बड़ी भी हो सकती है, b भी हो सकती है, b से छोटी भी हो सकती है. दैट मीन्स A and B are also included, endpoints are also included. Okay, this is closed interval. This is closed interval. It is denoted by the square bracket A comma B. That means, which implies A comma B is contained in this interval. A comma B is contained in this interval. A comma B belongs to this interval. Also, y belongs to a comma b. इस सेट का क्या मतलब हुआ? Y belongs to the interval, closed interval a and b, and the endpoints are included. Endpoints are included in this type of interval. Endpoints are included in closed intervals. Fine. Okay. Now, if we see them on a number line, so first let's talk about the open interval. This I have drawn a number line, sort of a number line, and we have this point A here, we have this point B here. Now, the open interval AB means these points are not included, but all the numbers lying between them are included. All the numbers lying between them are included. Okay, this means A and B are not included, but all the numbers, all the real numbers lying between A and B are included in the interval. This is open interval. This is open interval. Now, if we talk about closed interval, we'll again have a number line. We'll again mark these points on a number line. This is A, this is B. Now, for closed interval, this is point A, again this is point B. These points are also included. These points are also included, and the numbers that will be lying between these 2 points are also included. So the numbers lying between these 2 points are also included. Fine, this is closed interval. Closed interval AB. Okay, so we have studied what are open intervals, what are closed intervals, and how can we show them on a number line, how can we write them in the form of set. This is interval. Okay. Okay, now if we come across an interval of the form square bracket a comma b round bracket. Now what is this type of interval signifying? It means that it is an open interval. It is an open interval from A to B. We already have that condition with us that A is less than B. So it is an open interval from A to B, including A, including A, but not B. So why is it including A? Because it has a square bracket in front of it. B is not included because there is no square bracket, rather it has a round bracket. That is why B is not included. So this is an open interval from A to B where A is less than B, including A but not B. Fine. Now we'll write this we'll write this interval in a form of a set. Okay. So the interval A comma B will have elements x such that this x will lie between A and B. So we can write it like this. Okay. Now A is being included, so we'll put an equal to sign here. So x can be equal to A also, it can be greater than A also. But it has to be less than B. It cannot be equal to B. So this is an open interval in which A is included but B is not included. Fine. So this is one type of interval. Another category we have A comma B. Now in this there is a round bracket before A and there is a square bracket after B. So it is again an open interval. It is again an open interval from A to B with the same condition A is less than B. Now it is going to include B, including B, but not A. It will include B but not A. Why it is including B? Because B has a square bracket after it. A has a round bracket, therefore it is not included. Fine. Now again we'll write it in the form of a set. So the interval A comma B will have elements. It will have elements x such that now again this x is going to lie between A and B. So we can write it like this. X lies between A and B. X is greater than A but less than B. Now B is included, so we'll put the equal to sign here. A is not included, B is included. X can be equal to B, it can be less than B as well. but it cannot be equal to A, right? So these are the two types of interval. Now if you put it on a number line, this is A and this is B. Now the interval A comma B where A is included, that means this A is included, the numbers between A and B will be included, but this B is not included. Understood? A is included, real numbers between A and B are included, but not this B is included. Point B number, real number B is not included in the set. Again, we have a number line for this one as well. This is point A, this is point B. So the interval round bracket A comma B, that means A has a round bracket, so A is not included. B has a square bracket, so B will be included. Also, the numbers lying between A and B. Numbers lying between A and B. So in this way, we have showed them on a number line as well, and we have written them in the form of a set. बहुत easy है. हमें सिर्फ ये ध्यान रखना है कौन से रियल नंबर के आगे किस तरह का ब्रैकेट लगा हुआ है. अगर दोनों पर राउंड स्क्वायर ब्रैकेट लगा हुआ है तभी क्लोज इंटरवल होगा. इफ वन ऑफ द नंबर्स हैव द राउंड ब्रैकेट इट विल बी एन ओपन इंटरवल. अगर दोनों रियल नंबर्स के आगे स्क्वायर ब्रैकेट होगा तभी वो क्लोज इंटरवल होगा, अदरवाइज इट विल बी एन ओपन इंटरवल. फाइन. So now if we have a set of the form set minus infinity comma infinity. Now this set will resemble the set for real numbers, which is capital R. Okay, this set will resemble the set of real numbers. Now don't get confused that I have written it in the form of interval, still I am calling it a set. हम इस interval को भी set के form में लिख सकते हैं. Minus infinity to infinity, and it will have elements will be of the form x such that x lies between minus infinity and plus infinity. So एक तरह से ये क्या हो गया, ये एक सेट ही तो हो गया, हमने इसको सेट बिल्डर फॉर्म में लिख दिया. So interval can also be called set. That's why I'm calling it minus infinity to infinity a set, and it represents the set for real numbers. Okay, now if I have the set, let's have minus infinity comma 0. Now this is an open interval which do not include 0, which does not include 0. Now it is beginning from 0 and getting to minus infinity. That means it is covering all the negative real numbers. Negative real numbers. It is covering all the negative real numbers. So the set minus infinity comma 0 will have the elements such that x is such that x lies between minus infinity and 0. So obviously these are negative real numbers. It will not include 0 as 0 is a positive integer, sorry, positive real number. Or it can be called as integer also. Integer is a subset of real numbers, we have already discussed. Okay, it will not include 0. हमने यहाँ पर भी राउंड ब्रैकेट इसलिए डाला है क्योंकि 0 is positive, 0 is not negative. ठीक है, तो इसलिए हम लोग क्या करेंगे, नेगेटिव रियल नंबर्स के लिए हम ये सेट रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं. ठीक है, this set is represented for negative real numbers. Now positive real numbers are represented with positive real numbers are the set of 0 to plus infinity. Now obviously infinity will not be included in any set because we do not know कि ये कहाँ तक जा रहा है. Obviously it is infinite. So this infinity will not be included in the set. Okay, this is the symbol for infinity. Infinity. Okay, now this means, now since these are positive real numbers, so obviously हम 0 को include करेंगे. इस set के elements कैसे होंगे? So this will have elements x such that This x will lie between 0 and infinity. X will lie between 0 and infinity and it will include 0 because यहाँ पर हमने square bracket लगाया हुआ है. ठीक है. So this is also a type of an open interval only. Why? क्योंकि हम लोग infinity include नहीं कर रहे हैं, दोनों तरफ हमारे पास square bracket नहीं है. दोनों तरफ square bracket होते हैं तभी closed interval होता है. Otherwise all the intervals will be even if they do not have square brackets on both the sides. So this will also be an open interval. This will also be an open interval. So we have seen how to represent the real numbers in the form of intervals, how to represent negative real numbers in set of as the set or in the interval form, how to represent the set of positive real numbers in interval form. Fine. Okay, now we have what is length of an interval. Length of an interval from A to B. From A to B. Now this interval can be an open interval of the form like this or like this, even like this, or any closed interval AB. Fine. So the formula for length of the interval is length of the interval is B minus A. Right? Length of the interval is B minus A. When we subtract B and A, get the length of the interval. One thing you need to know is that between these points A and B, there are infinite number of real numbers. Now we already have this condition with us, A comma A is less than B and A comma B belong to R. R is set of real numbers. So हमें ये भी पता है कि दो real numbers के बीच में we can have infinite number of real numbers. So please keep this in mind that between A and B we can have infinite number of real numbers. Okay? Right. Next we have what is power set. What is power set? Okay, before to understand this, first we need to have an example. Okay, consider set A as 1 comma 2. Now the question is find the subsets of A. Find the subsets of A. Okay, so we know that phi is a subset of every set. Empty set is the subset of every set. So the first subset can be phi. Okay, we also know that every set is a subset of itself. So another subset can be 1 comma 2. This set A will be a subset of itself. So 1 comma 2 can be a subset of 1 comma 2. Set A is a subset of set A. So set A के हमारे पास elements क्या है 1 comma 2. तो ये पूरा set जो है ये initial set का subset हो जाएगा. Fine. Every set is a subset of itself. Okay. Now next subset will be अब इस set का जो element है हमारे पास 1. हम अगर इसको as a set लिख दें, this will also be a subset of A, right? And set 2 will also be a subset of A. अब ये इसके सबसेट कैसे बन रहे हैं? जब हम सबसेट लिख रहे होते हैं तो हमारे पास मेन चीज क्या होती है करने के लिए कि जो उस सेट के एलिमेंट्स हैं अगर हम उन्हें कर्ली ब्रैकेट्स में डाल दें तो वो भी एक सबसेट बन जाते हैं. इस सेट के एलिमेंट्स क्या हैं 1 एंड 2. तो 1 एंड 2 को हमने कर्ली ब्रैकेट्स में डाल दिया तो अब ये जो है ये सबसेट बन गए हैं. 1 2 आर subsets of A. 1 2 are the subsets of A. ठीक है. अब अगर मैं इन सारे सबसेट्स को एक अलग से सेट में लिख दूं, इफ आई से B इज इक्वल टू 5 1 2 set 1 set 2. So now what is B? B is the set of all the subsets. B is a set of all the subsets of A. So B will be the power set of A. So इससे हमें क्या समझ में आया? पावर सेट क्या होता है? किसी भी सेट के सभी सबसेट्स के कलेक्शन को, किसी भी सेट के सारे उसके सबसेट्स के कलेक्शन को हम पावर सेट बोलते हैं। अगर हमारे पास एक सेट दे रखा है, पहले हम उसके सबसेट्स निकालेंगे। सबसेट कैसे निकालेंगे? फाइव इज अ सबसेट ऑफ एवरी सेट, तो एम्प्टी सेट तो यहाँ पे आ ही जाएगा। जो सेट है वो खुद भी अपना सबसेट होता है, इसलिए 1, 2 इन कर्ली ब्रैकेट्स विल बी अ सबसेट। उसके बाद मैंने आपको बताया कि सेट के जितने भी एलिमेंट्स होते हैं, अगर हम उन्हें कर्ली ब्रैकेट्स में डाल दें तो वो भी सबसेट बन जाते हैं। ऑब्वियसली एनीथिंग इनसाइड अ कर्ली ब्रैकेट इज अ सेट, हमने पढ़ रखा है। तो अगर हम इस एलिमेंट को कर्ली ब्रैकेट के अंदर डाल देंगे तो ये भी सबसेट बन जाएगा। अंडरस्टूड? सो व्हाट आर द सबसेट्स दैट वी हैव गॉट? 5, सेट 1, 2, सेट 1 एंड सेट 2। अब इनको भी अगर मैं एक कर्ली ब्रैकेट्स में डाल दूं दोबारा से, तो हमें फिर से एक सेट मिल गया। इस सेट को मैंने नेम करा है बी। तो बी क्या है? बी इज द सेट ऑफ ऑल द सबसेट्स ऑफ ए। So B will be the power set of A. This is called power set. So how can we define power set? Power set may be defined as the collection or set of all the subsets of a given set. Understood? So how have we defined a power set? Power set. So it is a collection or a set of all the subsets of the given set. The given set. It is denoted by the notation for power set is, it is denoted by capital P of A. This is the denotation for power set. Okay. So in the earlier example we had set A as 1, 2. Fine. Okay. Now what is the cardinality of this set A? N of A will be 2, as it has two elements in it. Now if I ask you to write the power sets, write the power set of A. So first of all we'll write subsets of set A are, what are the subsets of set A? 5 will be a subset, this set itself will be a subset of A, and अभी हमने डिस्कस करा था कि अगर हम एलिमेंट्स को भी कर्ली ब्रैकेट्स में डाल दें तो वो सबसेट्स बन जाते हैं। सो ये हमारे पास 4 सबसेट्स हैं। तो पावर सेट कैसे लिखेंगे हम? पावर सेट ऑफ ए विल बी अ सेट। सो अगर हमें फिर से इसे सेट की फॉर्म में लिखना है तो कर्ली ब्रैकेट्स लगाने पड़ेंगे। इन सभी सबसेट्स को अब हम इन कर्ली ब्रैकेट्स के अंदर लिख देंगे तो एक सेट बन जाएगा। फाइन। 5, 1, 2, then we have 1, then we have 2. So the subsets are written in the form of a set again, and this set is known as power set. Now what is the cardinality of this power set? How many elements are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. This will be counted as 1 because this is one set. Okay, this is one set, so it will be counted as one element. So it has 4 elements. Okay, now we'll have a relation between the cardinality of set A and its power set. अब आप ये देखिए कि cardinality of set A is 2 and cardinality of power set is 4. So if cardinality of set A is given to you as m, okay, then the cardinality of power set will be, number of elements in the power set will be 2 raised to the power m, right? We can write this 4 as 2 raised to the power 2, and this 2 is the cardinality of A. So again it can be further written as cardinality of A, which is m I've taken here. So this you need to remember, that if the cardinality of A is m, the cardinality of power set will be 2 raised to the power m, and this cardinality means, we have already discussed that it means number of elements in the set. Number of elements in the set. Okay, now we have what is a universal set. What is a universal set? If taking an example, if we consider set of even numbers, set of even numbers. Okay, so set of even numbers will be something like this: 2, comma 4, comma 6, and so on. If I consider set of, again, if I have to consider set of odd numbers, so if I am considering set of odd numbers as 1, 3, 5, and so on. So what is the basic set for both the sets we have assumed here? Even numbers और odd numbers का basic set क्या होगा? Natural numbers. So natural numbers will be the universal set. Will be the universal set. एक तरह से यूनिवर्सल सेट क्या हो गया, जो हमें सेट गिवन है या फिर जो हमने सेट अज्यूम करा है या हम जिस सेट को कंसिडर कर रहे हैं, वो सारे एलिमेंट्स कौन से उससे ज्यादा बड़े सेट में आते हैं, वो होता है यूनिवर्सल सेट। हम इसे बेसिक सेट के तौर पर भी बोल सकते हैं, बेसिक सेट। ठीक है, तो अगर मैं सभी नंबर्स को इनकॉर्पोरेट करूं, तो सभी नंबर्स के लिए यूनिवर्सल सेट क्या हो जाएगा? रियल नंबर्स। Because all the sets of numbers, rational numbers, irrational, integers, whole numbers, what are they? They are all rational they are all real numbers. So universal set will become as R, real numbers. So universal set क्या हुआ, जो भी हम सेट ले रहे हैं या ज्यूम कर रहे हैं, सारे जो सेट हैं वो कौन से बड़े सेट के सबसेट है, वो हमारा होता है यूनिवर्सल सेट। ओके,